Are you like, how are you applying, or how, do you got a floating shopping list, Con? Economic? Organized? Can we create a Fergalicious shopping list? Fair enough. Hmm. Yeah. But anyway, rather quickly, hello everybody. Welcome to the stream today. I apologize that it's not either A, Deltarune, or B, or B, more 100 line. I know we need to get back to that, and I'm currently replaying through the first and second chapters of Deltarune because I lost my save data when my computer got fucked up a while ago. But another part of it is that what is it? I realized how many things that I would like to purchase that are coming out within the next several months, and how jobless I currently am, and I had a little bit of a panic moment there. So instead of sitting and reading words for an extended period of time, I wanted to do something that's a little bit more active. And I know that there's the tactics part of 100 line, but like that's not quite this. Exactly. It's not quite the same. It's not the same tactile feel of slashing at something with your with a cool sword. So today. Also, fucking, of course, I swear to God, Ryukishi better jack me off at lightning. Ryukishi better jack me off at lightning speed if that game costs 70 United States dollars. It cost 70 full smackers. Who, baby? On top of all the other shit that's coming up. Yeah, no. I'm one of the 10 people that still like the Borderlands franchise, so I'm also fucked up because that's coming out in September too. Everything's coming up in September. God damn it. Look. No, yeah, they're fun games. It's just that they're stapled to a guy who loves putting his foot in his mouth. Mm-hmm. Like whenever people are like, "Oh man, Borderlands is so stinky, being sweaty because of Randy and greasy," and it's like, Randy is he's just the guy in charge, all right? He's not in the proverbial trenches. He's not the person coding that game. Also, I have a bit more faith. I have a bit more faith in this one narratively. I have a bit more faith in this one narratively because they have an ex-college humor person whom I personally find quite funny, working on the script. I believe it's Iffy. I think it's Iffy. I think it's Iffy. Hold on a second. Let me double check. College humor. Borderlands writer. Yeah, it is Iffy. Yeah, I fucking. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, like when I fucking like. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Like shit, I watched like. I mean, shit. There's the fucking. I was in the middle of watching fucking. I was in the middle when I was watching when I was watching The Good Place. There was just a random college humor actor who was in The Bad Place for a little while. I was like, oh hey buddy, how's it going? Also, I believe the girl who played Janet was also on College Humor at one point or another. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, we're going to be shooting the shit, and we're going to be playing Labyrinth of the Demon King, which is a game that I believe is criminally underrated, because I have not heard a single person talk about this game other than Pyrocynical. And two, I just kind of want to decompress a little bit because of the aforementioned panic. So anyways, welcome to the Labyrinth of the Demon King. I only played the game for like an hour, so we're gonna start over rather quick like. Beyond 60 FPS, certain game behavior may become unpredictable. Well, unfortunately for you, video game, I'm a very unpredictable person. Mm-hmm. I need to turn this down a little bit, actually. Hello, I'm 50? So I do. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I feel the need to mention we're gonna be living with the 4:3 aspect ratio. It's built into the video game. It's So I'll mention I got a little bit into this game, so for about half the stream I'll kind of know what I'm doing. Mm-hmm. Hee. Sorry, I thought you were dead. What's that funny look, traveler? Would you rather I let your corpse go to waste? Good meat is so hard to come by down here. Anyway, you took a pretty big hit to your head. Surprised you're still standing. There's some spare sake in those crates behind you. It should help with your injuries. Why don't you pick up your sword and break them open? Or if you feel like you don't need my advice, then just head out the door and back into the labyrinth. Yes. Alright, pick up. Equip my good old fashioned. It's a little creature, yeah. So let me I just need to re-familiarize myself because my main experience was playing this with the Steam Deck. So I mainly use my controller for that kind of stuff. Okay, it seems like they kind of reconfigured the controls a little bit so they aren't quite as booty butt cheeks as it were. Uh okay, yeah, so it's one to use your healing item and three to use your stamina items. That's fine. I can live with that. Oh no, it's one to heal and two to use your stamina items. Okay, I can live with this. Anyways, the world has entered the latter age of the Dharma. Society is crumbling. War has spread throughout the country. Disease and famine have killed thousands, and Demon walked the very earth itself. You are an Ashigaru, a foot soldier in the service of Lord Takeda Nobumitsu. Deceived by a powerful demon, your lord led his army into an ambush. All perish except for you. And then you really got to survive. You made a vow to track down the demon who betrayed your lord and end its life. Following rumors of an entrance to the demon's stronghold, you find yourself standing on a lonely road deep in some long-forgotten forest. You take what you could possibly be alive and final breaths in this mortal plane and prepare yourself to enter the labyrinth of the Demon King. Yeah, no, yeah, no, it actually kind of works. Oy, oy. A small shrine. If I wanted to pray, I'd do it here. That is to say, I feel neither hunger nor thirst at this time. All I got is a broken katana. Mm. But yeah, no, this game's got a little bit of everything, frankly. We've got we've got survival horror. We've got Resident Evil. We've got Silent Hill. We've got Silent Hill 4 The Room specifically, actually. We got a little bit of that Onimusha in there too. You know, I'm curious, is the reason why it looks kind of is why the fucking screens like the screen looks kind of wonky because I'm like blasting the frame rate? Okay, yes, that is the case. It was because I was blasting the frame rate. All right, they want it to be at 60 FPS. I mean, it's gonna run smoother. It's gonna run smoother. They just didn't account for specific things when making the game. They weren't really planning on it being past 60 FPS. Oh, hey there, buddy. How you doing? You want to share? No, you good? Yummy. Oh my god, the throat goat! No, I really love the aesthetics of this game. Mm. What was that thing? It left something behind. Torch. Grab that shit. Alright, let's go to set. It's like that one room. It's like that one room in Silent Hill 2, where there's just something that's always out of your peripheral vision. I've been me. It's like the one that has the executioners set up in there. Mm-hmm. The gallows is what I'm thinking of. I've actually been meaning to replay that Silent Hill 2 remake again. Climb up the rope. Mm-hmm. A lot of people are rather mixed on it, and I do understand, because it isn't quite the same experience, but I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing. Honestly, honestly, I would rather it be a little bit different than be a perfect like one-to-one remake. See, like that, mm. But also, but also, you shouldn't like it shouldn't be see, like, here's the thing, it shouldn't be exactly the same, but also you can't really fuck up the story too much, otherwise people probably won't like it either. It should be a little bit the same, but not the same enough that you feel like things might be different. Mm. See, we can't. You see, there's got to be what I would describe as the Sephiroth-o-meter, in which, in which you must ask yourself the question: Is there too much Sephiroth in this? And the answer for that remake is yes. Similarly, I think that the Silent Hill, that Scott Pilgrim animated series, that was definitely totally billing itself as being a kind of a new Scott Pilgrim, kind of a proper Scott Pilgrim adaptation. Which, I mean, they technically never said it was going to be, but also a lot of the advertising kind of. Mm, like, I think that's pretty far up on the Sephiroth meter. Mm, I mean, to be fair, they I mean, you gotta understand, Scott Pilgrim's a piece of shit. Like that's like a core part of his character. He's a sad little pathetic piece of shit. Ah, sorry, I was just wait, a human? Here? Are you lost? I'm not lost, I'm here to avenge my lord. Oh, another one. You've come for the Demon King? Well, he resides here, but you are not the first to come. Many souls venture here, desperate to seek out revenge from their lords, their lovers, or simply their honor. But you are no samurai. I travel here to avenge your lord. What could he have possibly done to earn such loyalty? Oh, I see. No, I'm sorry. If anyone finds out I helped you, I'm sorry, I really can't. Is there really nothing you can do? Yes, I'm sorry. The entrance is behind me. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'll give you some information, but that's all I can do. You won't be able to walk straight into the Demon King's lair, even with my help. To gain access to his room, there's something you first must do. In this case, there are 4 towers. The Demon King resides in the last. Each of the towers is a warden, a keeper of that tower. Each warden carries a burden. If you are to face the Demon King, you must defeat each warden and shoulder their burden. Only then will the Demon King's doors open to you. There's another currently here, a priest. If you find him, maybe he can help. Zara, please leave me now. If anyone sees me talking to you... Wait. Before you go, will you pray at the shrine? It could end up saving your life. I will pray to the shrine. We're gonna ignore these slots. Mm-hmm. I mean, the main thing is that she's pretty expressly said that she's effectively not human. Nobody in this land is human. This is demon country. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I mean, when you consider like how yokai work and how a lot of demons are kind of formed in Japanese mythology, it makes sense that a lot of them would look human. Yukionas are fairly expressly human looking, because they're literally just snow women. Yes, the butthole demon is very well known amongst people who know what a yokai is. I am deeply aware of the butthole demon. Also, that one umbrella demon, and I like that one. It hops around, it sticks its tongue out. I love the wall one is funny. In Neo, if you pray to them or do like a specific gesture, they'll leave, but otherwise, yeah, they got the walls in Neo. I don't quite recall. I think you have to bow to it and then it leaves you alone, but like in Neo, you have to do a specific gesture for the one and then it will be like it'll leave you alone. Tower Tower of Repetition. Me when I'm at the Tower of Repetition. Me when I'm at the Tower of Repetition. A priest? He must... Ka. Must be the one that woman mentioned. Yeah. This is what you do at the Tower of Repetition. That's actually one of the more interesting elements of this game, is that there's actually infighting amongst a lot of the demons. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's oh, Strange Gem. And the map. I, d- I do think it's rather I do think it's no, these are the no, this place is all these places are bespoke to my knowledge. Although I would say Although I will say, hold on a second. I will say, I think a little roguelike mode would be great. You know, I think it's time that we now that we've strayed away from the path of random tacked on multiplayer modes, I think it's time for random tacked on roguelike modes. Got some sake. Let's see, here's the map. Mm. No, yeah, like this game. No, yeah. This game wears all of its inspirations on its sleeve if you have the eyes to look for them. Also, I'm very distinctly reminded of that one video that's like, this is my house tour after a tsunami goes through it. And yeah, and it changes every time you go through. Like, I get a very similar feeling walking around the halls of this place. Hello, Noir. Oh, I should yeah, you should look that one up. It's quite good. The little guy. The video of somebody's showing off their like ancestral family home after a tsunami hit it. Oh fuck yeah. Oh no, yeah, this is way better to con yeah, this is way better to fucking control on keyboard than with the controller. This game came out this year. In fact, I think it came out last month. Uh yeah, fake old game. I believe this is like I think this is like a one or two person indie deal, I think. So let me just I don't quite remember. Let me just remember how to do talismans. Okay, talismans is T. Okay. Yep. Also, an important thing to know is that crouching actually works, and even if you have a torch on, they don't care. How do I open the door? Okay. Sure, I'll be back soon. All right, there's a creature in there. Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah, that'd make my pillow hard and uncomfortable, man. Why would you do that? What if it goes off? Nerd. Well, it's still on their. If it's still on their body, you can like just break the head off. Doesn't seem, doesn't see me yet, surprisingly enough. Okay, now it does. I'm gonna take some sake. I'm aware of the Teke Teke. Hmm. That reminds me, I believe sometimes the creatures drop money. I gotta keep an eye out for that. Ah, fuck. Oh. It's a Mon. These ones don't break. Yeah, Mon's currency. More money? More money? More man? Eh, wise guy, eh? Face my foot! Sword! Ow. Mm-hmm. Ah, shit. But thankfully, we got better. In fact, mm-hmm. More specifically, you do just come back exactly like how you were. Any stuff that you lost, you still lost. Okay, we're in the basement now. I didn't mean to go here right away, but I mean, you know what? Fuck it, exploration. A hell of a thing, mushroom. I will pray to the shrine. Yes, yes. Mm, no. Ah, the Slender Man. Hmm. Schmarble, schmorna. It's more like. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, we ain't got the stuff to actually do this yet. Eh. It's an enemy stand. Huh. Huh. Okay. Well, 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 hopefully I can use it for something. Oh God, worms. Oh my God. I forgot how aggressive those fucking things are. I know I forgot that you're supposed to step on them too. True. What can I say? I love stabbing people. They call me Stabbing Jimmy. I'm like an even more fucked up version of Saul Goodman. I already said I love the little guy that's like, I love the little umbrella that hops around and has one eye. It's got a big tongue. I like the idea of like having a themed weapon that's like that, and you can use the tongues like a grappling hook. Mm-hmm. 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 You know, that reminds me actually, honorable mentions to the 8 foot tall woman and the slit faced woman. I like those two. Oh, little guy. Bro, can you like fuck off? I actually don't know about the long neck later. Oh my God. Lamp oil? Lamp oil? Rope? Bombs? You want it? They're mine. Yeah, no, that little guy's a fucking creep. They get your ass, gonna boom. Mhm. Mhm. Mm-hmm. It is. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I gotcha. Oh my god, yo, fuck that dude up! Oh my god! Oh my god, they fucking got his ass, holy shit. Oh, get his ass! By god, you broke that man in half! By god, I broke that man in half. Oh wait, is this breakable? This is very sturdy as it happens. Hole. Oh no, the talisman. Gimme. Blessings of Ashuku no Yu. Ginseng tea. Ashoku no Yu, I believe, yeah. Some more Mon. Oh, yeah, there's like sidestepping you can do. I imagine that'll probably matter a bit more in larger scuffles where there's more enemies to deal with. I think it's kind of an interesting thing because, like, as you can see, I'm kind of get screwed over whenever I run out of stamina, and there's like items specifically designed to help you get your stamina back. I think that's kind of an interesting way to sort of replace the more ammunition-based economy of survival horror games like these. So that way, it's like you're more your ability to fight back is your ammunition. Although there's also you can also find like muskets and bows and arrows, I believe, as well. I forgot the specific. They have a specific name for their own like specific brand of matchlock rifles. Okay. Yeah, yeah. I'm not quite done with this place yet. Oh, hey, you're here, bitch, bitch. Any chance you can come back a bit faster there, Stamina? Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, no, I want to see what's in these holes. Let's go ahead and deal with this motherfucker. Actually, no, wait. I don't even need to deal with you, man. I already went through that room. You just go over there. You can just be sad or something. All right, this is where the bugs were. Oh, strange gem. What the idea of insects or just creatures that are like so full of venom that when you kill them they just explode with green ichor and like bile in them. Like imagine if someone stepped on you and your kidney was like so over full of bile that like a bunch of black ooze just came out of your body. Huh? It's just like a oh, some more ginseng tea, a bottle of sake. Oh, these guys are just going at it. I'm just gonna let them fucking. Let them do their business real quick, like. Just gonna stand here and mind my own business. Oh, hey, he won. Good job. Here's your reward. Okay, maybe you will live. Nah, never mind. Fuck you. Sounds like more of a you problem there, buddy. Alright, I think I've done all I can here for right now. Gotta find the way out again. Ah! Kinda scared me there a little bit. But I think there's only these things can only be so scary when they're going, yeah! Ah! Bitch. Ah, motherfucker. It's okay. Thankfully, whenever you die, all you really lose is, like, you just kinda have to go back and a couple enemies respawn, but generally everything else is the same. Alright, let's go back upstairs. I think I have to do that Four Kings puzzle later on. Let's see, they got those Resident Evil door things. I think it's interesting because this game absolutely is like trying to kind of go for that like PS1 aesthetic, but I think the problem is that I think this is actually too high fidelity for the PS1. I describe this as like PS 1.5. It's like somewhere between the fidelity of a regular PS1 and a PS2. Let's go up the stairs. Alright, box. Got some more Mon. Door broke. Even in the Edo period. Door jam. Ah! Bro, you gotta stop having those fucking Elden Ring swing animations. Just fucking hit me, man. Stop fucking around. Ah, fuck. Ooh. Not quite where I want to go, I don't think. Great. Nothing? Alright, well, let's go down the spooky corridor. Chat, we're going in the hole. What is it with these motherfuckers and bleeding out of your eyes? I want the key to the kitchen pantry. Someone's trapped in there. Trapped that little kappa for a reason. So if you manage to keep those grubby human paws off that pantry, they'll be willing to give you some of my famous kappa ramen for free, naturally. And now I'm gonna free them. How about a different deal? First floor there's an old Buddhist, Butsudan. No one visits this anymore, so it's fallen in disrepair. If you're gonna get the statue from the Butsudan, I'll give you the pantry key. Okay. What you got for sale? Hmm. I will buy a hand axe, please. Alright, cool. And now, we got an axe. Mm-mm. Oh, that fucking cat scared me for a second there. Hey man, dude, finish what you fucking started. Alright, well, we'll keep exploring around here a little bit more, and then I guess I'll go check that thing out. This bitch is locked. Mm-hmm. Alright, let's go get that Butsu done. Oh wait, that's the way back towards the basement. My one main issue is that, like, don't get me wrong, I understand why they're going with the little red dot that just kind of gives you, or they're going with, like, the red dot, but, like, it's kind of hard to tell where you are sometimes in rooms, because this game has at least this one map has very, same location-itis. Ah, motherfucker. Yeah. Oh, good shit. Damn, his head fucking exploded. Good thing. That's right here. I have a couple of the gemstones, I believe. Yep, there's one right there. I believe you have to put them in a very specific way, so we'll check that out. I would like health manju, and I'll take Fugin stamina. Damn, increments of 5? Not quite what I was hoping for, but sure, I guess. Oh, you want to kill me so bad. Oh, wait, can I actually kill you through the doorway? Oh my god. Warfare has changed! Oh, get fucked, nerd! God damn. Got his ass. Alright, where's that fucking... That is the basement once again. That's not the correct way. Yeah, this is where I came in from. There's a different way to get over to that Butsudan, I believe. A quicker way. That or they just reconfigured the house while I wasn't looking. See, now, I remember the first time I played this, I read a little document that's like, hey, you better not fuck with the Butsudan, otherwise you're gonna regret it. And I'm like 80% certain that, okay, yep, alright, yeah, what could go wrong? And I think the answer to that is a thing's gonna start chasing me. Kitty cat, I got a little thing for ya. I hope it doesn't come to bite me in the ass later. Otherwise, I'm gonna come back and take one of your two tails. For those who don't know, a two-tailed cat spirit's called a Nekomata. Here's the statue. You know, actually, here, let me buy some fucking... You got any good old-fashioned healing items? Yeah, I'll take as much of your finest sake that my fragile little man body can handle. I think this is a guy. Well, you know, most samurai tend to have been... I mean, I don't know about the Ashigaru, but I know for a fact that most warriors back in those periods used to be guys. For all we know, this could be a warrior of unidentifiable gender. We're gonna be creating armies with a brand new defined purpose. If you're there, your gender is soldier, and that's all you ever say. Pronouns drill sergeant. You are an it who are that is being thrown at the enemy target. That reminds me, I'm still trying to work out a I want to use that Daggerheart system to run a how do I put this? I want to do a sci-fi high fantasy like Destiny, but a little bit more fantasy oriented. The core goal is robot dragons at some point. A little bit Shadowrun, yeah. No, not like that. Like cool I want like cool like science fiction-y knight armor, and I want robot dragons they have to deal with and all that fun business. I'm not talking about like cyberpunk hacking and stuff. I want like knights that use guns with shields, and there's a little like special spot on the shield that they have to put their gun into so that they can reload it. Because it's highly impractical, but it's a cool idea. Oh. Bro just keeled over and died. Honestly, I appreciate it. Alright, where the fuck was... I don't know if any of these guys are really alive in, like, a conventional standpoint. Sure, all they go is... More Mon, please. I'm in the Labyrinth of the Demon King. Apparently this is in the latter stage of the Dharma. Whatever the fuck that... Ah! Get talismaned, idiot. Mm. Damn, we got some fungus here. Mm-hmm. Mm. This might sound kind of... This might sound weird. This might sound weirdly patronizing to say. There's something kind of quaint about, like, the nature of spiritualism in Japan. I know that's gonna sound like, oh man, anime, oh, it's so clean or whatever, but it's like, it's like, I mean, it's like, there's something kind of, like, endearing about the idea of, like, oh, you go to the shrine on New Year's, and you get your fortune, and you see how you're doing, and that kind of stuff. It's like, well, you see, there's actually, like, a million tiny little gods that represent various little parts of your life, and you should respect those, so that way, you live a good, healthy life. But it's like little small ways, and not like a thing you have to like dedicate your whole life to. I don't even know if you have to like. I'm not entirely sure like how perceived the idea of like church is, or like regular religious sermons are. Probably not as much as they are for like Christianity and stuff like that. Oh, oh yeah, like if you want to become like someone who tends to a shrine or something along those lines, because like someone's doing that shit. Someone's gotta be the shrine priestess that's heavily involved in the time loop murder mystery plotline. True. Hmm. I see. Where the fuck is that pantry? I'm so lost. I understand the intent behind having it so that, like, you can die and come back as many times as you need to. but enemies do generally just kind of respawn over time. But I would much rather have the whole system of like, okay, clear your room, but watch out for those resources because you never know. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, I think the pantry. Uh, was the pantry before the barracks? Oh, never mind. Yeah, no, my mistake. Did I just run past it? Hold on. Mess halls. Okay, so go this way. Yeah, go this way. Hook around. There was a person for a second there. There we go. Pantry. Oh, I think I got scared of my own footsteps for a second there. Oh, oh, the blacksmith. If you have any weapons or armor or feeling a little weak, just bring them to me and I'll fix them right up. Not for free, of course. I'll do if you bring me some Shiri Kodama. You know, the small balls found in a human's Ha! Never mind, because your face, you don't want to hear it. Take this one on the house. Find me at my forge, give it back, and I'll fix up your gear for you. For now, I'll head downstairs. Small forge down there. Once that goofy door is unlocked, I'll be at my wife's tea house. Probably not the best one to ask about, but it's one of those stupid games set up by the creep who runs this place. Place is full of that junk. Usually I'll write down some kooky poem or something nearby as a clue, and you'll have to solve it if you want to get through this place. I only got a brief look at that one before the cat lured me in here. I think it's something to do with the four heavenly pricks who live on Mount Shumi said. I don't know, it all goes above my head. I'm just a simple Kappa. All I need is my hammer and my forge, and I'm happy. Ha! My wife too, I guess. She's not trying to turn me into food. If you're like me and don't got the brains for solving it, go ask her. Probably knows more. Just don't believe her if she wants you to come wrestle in the pantry. Hey, there's there's a little bit of salt in here too, back in the corner. Find any of that pink fungus crap growing on you, sprinkle some salt. Burns it right off. Save my heavenly prick a couple of times. I'm gonna keep walking this way. All right. Well, I'm glad we learned about the fungus that grows on your dick, dude. Ah, I love the no-nonsense blacksmith who's just a little bit silly. That's a lot of salt! Holy shit. Box. Take that mon. So, I'm wondering if maybe I'll have the ability to just kind of, like, restore my katana to its former glory. And then it becomes the coolest, biggest weapon in the game. When do I get the Moonlight Greatsword? You know, I say that, I still haven't fucking... the Moonlight Greatsword hasn't fucking dropped for me once in Night Rain, but I know you can get it. It's there, damn it! Something I've actually noticed about that, is that from what I understand, you can just... From what I understand, I think once you beat the game, it does generally drop you with more people who have already beaten the game, too. Because, like, the first game I did after I beat the game, there were two other people in, like, the crossover costumes. So I think generally the whole experience gets a bit easier once you finish, at least. Unless, you have friends that are a little bit goofy, silly. Ooh! I'll take a Dow Blade. How's that work? Can I not? Oh, I can't equip it. What, is it not like... Oh. Oh, I need a weapon! I need a handle to use it. Okay, I gotcha. I wonder if that's gonna be one of those situations where I can't like hold a torch or whatever. Oh Jesus. My own footsteps are gonna be the proverbial death of me. Man. Ah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's funny, I think it's like I forget. I remember learning recently that like not every curved sword is a scimitar. That's like actually kind of a weird race thing, actually. I need to look into it. Oh no, that's right. Saber is actually the general term. Scimitars have mainly been used as I think, a term to kind of describe like more I guess you could say more exotic types of curved swords specifically. I need to find the video that I saw on that kind of stuff. Oh hey, ooh, all right, sure, bow and arrow, fine. I'll fucking work with it. Time to see how this fucking works. Oh damn, I'm exploring. I'm learning. Second floor key. I love that. Love that for me. Okay. It's been nearly a year since the clan Takeda fell. Their castle and land is sitting empty, free for us to take. Yet we're still stationed here. Why? Our lord spends all of his time either making changes to his place or in his chambers with that boy. I fear one of the other clans will soon move in unless someone else does something else soon. Hmm. Huh, how queer. Hmm. Oh yeah, now you have the sake as your healing item. Well, you got like your primary healing item. There's a couple different ones you can pick up. There's ginseng tea that you can also pick up as well. Yeah, I'm surprised I haven't experienced the ramifications of that, of taking that statue from that shrine yet. I'm sure that'll happen at some point when it's, like, deeply inconvenient. Ugh. Okay, I'm trying to think. I mean, honestly, I'm already down 2 salt. I should probably grab a bit more anyway. I imagine it's one of those scenarios where you just have to kind of have to run back and forth to get more salt for things. That or it's like there's just bespoke salt locations that have limited amounts of salt for you to. Oh, hey, buddy. Mm. Are you? I think the blacksmith stuck. No. Okay, so all right, salt. All right, I think yeah. So salt is just kind of there's specific salt containers that have unique things in them. I'm really getting a yeah. I'm getting a vibe that he kind of accidentally careened a little bit over to the left. I mean, surely if I just go downstairs, it'll like reload his position or something. Here, let's see. Oh, all right. Oh, time for consequences. Hmm. There's a strange feeling in the air. Ah, yeah, don't like that. All right. Yep, there's my comeuppance, I guess. Oh, yeah, buddy. Oh no, this is a thing. I believe there's a little document. There's a little document on the thing. There's a little document on the altar that like specifically explains what it is. I forget the name, but what I do know is that I can't really kill it. So I believe I believe this. What? No, I've read all this before, Con. Well, not all of it. I kind of jumped past the stuff that I had already read. But no, I know what that is. That's kind of my Mr. X. But in terms of like what it is from a mythological perspective, no, that's lost on me. All right. Cat girl's gone. Less than ideal, I'd say. He is a merchant. Maybe I gotta go back to maybe I go to the basement now. Ugh. Oh, this door's locked. Maybe I have to use my key in front of it. Uh. Oh, wait, it should unlock the door by the Butsudan. Oh, then why it's called the second floor key? This isn't the second. That's not on the second floor. It's on the first floor. Silly. Oh my god. Uh. Oh, sizzle, sizzle. God damn. That's basement. Ah, hey, buddy. I'm really sorry about that stuff, but like I don't think the game was gonna let me go if I didn't deal with you per se. I'm sure you can find it in your heart to forgive me. Oh. They really couldn't list that bitch on the fucking map, huh? God damn. Oh wait, no, I think that's down here. It said door. Nope, that is a dead end. All right. Maybe it's by the fucking tea room. I mean, I remember you run into it pretty early on in the map. Oh, hey, buddy. Yeah, I'm gonna let you. I'm just gonna let you go. Actually, I think. You know, I'm sure Big Boy over there would love to play with you. Play hopscotch with your fucking corpse. I think he's more interested in playing hopscotch with my corpse. But you know what? Just gonna kind of keep on keeping on. Ah! He hit me with something. Well, at least sprinting doesn't drain your stamina. Not that way. Ugh. Ah. Yeah, like... It's not... Yeah, no, not in the basement. Like, unless a door got closed behind me or something, there was definitely a way to get to the Butsudan from here. At least a little bit easier. So you're probably safe. It's been a minute. Ah. You know what? I'm just gonna go down. I'm just gonna go talk to those guys by the fucking by the blacksmith. Forge is down there. Oh Jesus! We've decided to have the pursuer enemy follow you through all of the most notable locations as a treat. Damn. Dark Souls 2, take notes. I know it's like 10 years now, but you know, I think you could take some more notes. What if we've de-scholared your first sin? Uh, I believe. Oh no. Big yawn. Ah, motherfucker. You're no fun. Alright, cool. I think I'm going the right way now. Hmm. Poof. Getting a little bit burpy today. Ugh. Oh. Okay. Understandable. I still gotta grind some shit out, and I still gonna have to grind through the last two Yakuza games I haven't played yet. They're gonna announce another fucking one. I still gotta finish. One a year. I mean, we already got Pirates in Hawaii. That is true, actually. I'm not gonna go down the murder hole. That seems like a bad idea. Ah, did that fucking bug chase me? Okay, I know that you're trying to capture a very specific era of this kind of game, but you know, there's certain conventions that we got rid of for a reason. You know, there's a game that I played that did that. That is true. Mm-hmm. I think that's the thing that that like people kind of tend to maybe, I guess the word might be underestimate about like the difference between just modding the game that already exists and a new thing that does something similar but like a little bit different. Because like you know, it's like play at the end of the day, like if you mod Skyrim to be different, you're still playing Skyrim. It's just different. If you really want to play that thing, maybe you should look for the thing that's kind of that mod's kind of trying to replicate a little bit. I say that because 80% of Skyrim modding nowadays just seems to be them trying to recreate the feeling of playing Dark Souls for the first time. It's like, why don't... Uh, true. A bit ass, to be blunt. Bit of a blunt ass. Nah, where's it going? Oh, shit! Oh, fuck yeah, dude! Damn! I don't usually trust Kodama. Mm-hmm. I might not normally trust Kodama, but this one's alright. Kappa. Kodamas are cool. True. Is it very slight? Mm-hmm. Yeah, those guys are chill. Oh, 100%, yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. GG. どうしましたですか? Hmm. I mean, I've caught up on the anime. Well, I mean, I didn't see the film, if you're wondering. I ain't got peep. So they put out the first like 3 episodes of the second half of the first season as a film rather than, just like putting out like a normal anime season. Yeah, no, they had a theater run with the first 3 episodes of the second half of Dandadan's first season. The Evil Eye arc, like that. Yeah, there was a theater. Oh. I thought no, like wasn't like they only put out like the first 6 episodes and they went on a break. I don't think that's season 2. I think that's the second half of season 1. Mm. Dan to Dan first Dan to Dan first encounter consisting of the first 3 episodes of the anime television series. Okay. I could have sworn there was a different one. Hold on. Dan to Dan Evil Eye. Hold on. Hold on. It's not really a movie. It's the last episode of season 1 plus episodes 1 through 3 of season 2 released theatrically. Okay. Hold on a second though. Wasn't fucking the first season of wasn't the first season of Dan to Dan like 6 episodes? What the fuck? I don't I don't remember that being that long. Hold on. It's like it ended right when they got to that house. Oh yeah, no, never mind, you're right. God, it's been a minute. Oh yeah. Fair enough. Shit. Where the fuck is this goddamn shrine I've already gone to twice? The map doesn't help me. It's not listed on there. I don't even need to go. Yeah, I know. It's gonna keep chasing me. I can't kill it. I know for a fact that I can't kill it. I loved. I imagine that's probably a very. Well, you know what? The alternative method. Oh, hey, there it is. Yep. Cool. Door open. Oh, there's been second floor because it goes up to the second floor. But we can already kind of go up to the second floor now. Fair enough. Mm-hmm. I love that part when he. Yeah, as good as it. Yeah, that. Yeah, that's when he takes a big step to unstick his balls. Yeah. Sometimes it gets really uncomfortable, you know. Yes. Mm-hmm. If, yeah, buddy. That she was wearing a mask resembling a younger man. It has an air of nobility surrounding it. Will you move it? Four of this land. The four of this land stand before an old king, a boy and his mother, a farmer and the son of a noble. The boy's eyes and mouth, black, bloody pits. His mother speaks first. I was woken this morn, I found my boy like this, bloodied and beaten, eyes and tongue shorn. I looked and found hair from a big black swine. It was the farmer. He stole from my boy so he could buy wine. The farmer cries out, "Second! It surely was not me. I'll tell you what happened, and then you shall see. Our kingdom is ravaged, our coffers all reduced. Rumor has spread, the crones somehow found wealth, so I broke into their home to take some for myself. And there is the boy's room. Who did I see? The noble lay with the boy. The guilty is he. The noble was the third to chime in. Father, it's true, I lay with him, but his tongue and his eyes, those claims I despise. My sweet boy, I truly love he, but for all I tried, he would never love me. So I went to his mother, and I asked for her aid. Her help she did offer with a small sum, when a small sum was paid. At night I returned, and there I saw he, but his eyes had been taken, he could not see me. My love was robbed, that has been shown, but it was not I who did this, it was the crone. Forth the crone turns from them all, crying in shame. Lastly, the blind mute stands silent. With what has been stolen, he cannot attest to the claims. 3 crimes had been wrought. The confession laid out the thread. The king, angered by all, ordered them hung until dead. Okay, so that's the crone. That's the boy. That's the old man. Okay, this one doesn't budge. I think so, maybe. Hmm. Okay, so... Okay. So yeah, the mom... So the mom's first, and she's, like, permanently locked over here. Okay, so... Alright, so that's the boy. The boy is supposed to be turned away from all of them. They can't see him. I think part of the intention is that you have to kinda... Huh? Okay, so it's not quite a first, second, third puzzle. It's actually like there's kind of a there's sort of a bespoke movement associated with these. Okay. Younger man. Okay. So those two. Oh, okay, these ones actually stayed still when I moved them. Okay. Hmm. Here, let's try the old man first. Old man stays in place. Boy? Boy stays in place. Old woman. Old woman stays after you move it. Alright, let's try the old man. Okay, old man stayed in place. I think part of the idea is that they all have to be facing the woman. Okay, no. Alright. So move the old woman. Move the old man. Move the younger man? Uh, then maybe... I mean, no, I think I'm figuring this out. Okay, so... It is the old woman first. It is the noble. Oh, wait, no, my mistake. It's that guy. Then the farmer? Yep, okay. Then the noble. Okay. Then the boy? No, alright. Old woman. Maybe they can only take movements that lead toward the wife? Hmm. What if I try moving the old man again? No, okay. Yeah, so... Farmer cries out second. The noble was third. The crone. Hmm. Yeah. Okay, so... Yeah, but I'm not supposed to move him first. The old woman moves first, actually. Mother first, then the farmer. Yeah. Uh, mm-hmm. Then the noble. Then the crone. Okay. Then the boy. Huh. Hanging with the boys. Solve the King's Court puzzle. Oh yeah, worth noting, the noble was a guy, so it's about a gay man. It's not about a random noble lady. Diversity, diversity win. They just they hung a gay guy, ruined a bunch of peasants' lives. Happy Pride Month. Or at the very least, yeah, no, actually, yeah. Oh no. Not, oh no, not the gay pedophile. Oh fuck. Diversity diversity loss. We've reinforced bad stereotypes. True. Map of the tower at Petition, third floor. Hootie, today I encountered a new creature that somewhat resembles a beast I read about in a Chinese medical journal long ago. I believe it to be a foodie, corrupted by the dark magics of this place, a subspecies of the Tanuki. These creatures are nocturnal and normally feed on fruits or spiders. The ones here, though, have developed taste for flesh and grown far larger than their counterparts outside of this realm. Perchance. This variant has grown fat and slow from eating the many corpses that litter this place. They don't pose much threat unless you encounter a group of them. If you do come face to face with one, beware about the skin of the beast is impenetrable. They are unable to be cut by a blade, pierced by a spear, or set ablaze. The method I found is to deal with them is strike them with a fist or a blunt weapon. This seems to be the best method for knocking them down. Once down, they can be dispatched with overwhelming blunt force to the front of the head. They're fragile and die very easily using this method, but if the wind blows into their open mouths, they will return to life. It's best to flee from them quickly if the skull cannot be crushed in time. Good to know. Well, we have a quest now. We gotta see if they have gigantic nuts. I mean, so that's the thing. I mean, I think the more interesting element of that is that, like, do they have like, so like they have the sack, but do they actually have balls in there? Do Tanukis? Ah. Mm-hmm. I mean, I mean, there is something that I would describe as actually kind of endearing about the idea of being able to flip out your ball sack and use it as a fucking use it as a parachute effectively, or a glider. It's got a delightful level of whimsy to it that only a crazy guy in the mountains of Hokkaido could think of. No. Oh, they're always taking big steps, dude. You know how hot it probably gets during the summertime for them? I like the idea of a game like trying to justify why you can't glide as like a Tanuki character. It's like, yeah, it's the middle of summer, you know. They keep getting stuck. And you just see them like taking the most like gross, disgusting long steps. It's like they're fucking going opa dopa 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 da bo. I would argue the Tanuki ball discussion should be clipped. I think that'd be a good thing to post up on the internet. True. The people need to know about the big Tanuki ball step. Tanuki ball step sounds like fighting game terminology that's yet to be utilized. the new Oh yeah, the Gogi meter. You got anything else for sale? Ooh, I like lanterns. I'll come back for you when I've got big fat money to spend. Yes. Remove scroll. Hmm. We do be dressing up. Mm-hmm. Oh. Oh, perfect enough, Mon. I want a lantern! Ah, fuck. Lantern! Not the kind of lantern I was hoping for! Ow! My fucking spleen! Ah! Fuck off! Ah, Jesus. Fuckhead! If I was to make a suggestion to the person who made this game, maybe like soften up the edges of that. Maybe soften up the edges of that PNG, because like I can see it looks kind of fucked up. I know a fucking botched job on Photoshop when I see one. Mainly because I'm the perpetrator of many of them. All they crave is violence. They don't care how it gets done. They just gotta fucking hit somebody with something. Here comes that girl, I think. Oh, Jesus. Ah! No, I'm getting womboed! Ah! Oh, no! Alright, there we go. I've successfully maneuvered my way. Alright, help me get its ass. What, it's like that, like, of the dead type thing. Yeah, I've heard of that one. I thought it was something else. There's like... there's like a similar cat manga about like it's called like Meowing of the Dead or something along those lines. Or no, it's like it's the Meowing Dead, I think. It's mhm. It's like what is it? Like there's just kind of like a cat and her master just kind of like living out a zombie apocalypse. Or she's just kind of like just on its own for the most part. No. No. There we go. Permanent lighting. I don't even need a torch anymore. Ah! Oh my god. Fucking got my ass. Jesus Christ. Mm. Honestly, I just need to finish G-Quux. I have to finish my G-Quux model. Uh, oh wait, sorry, that's right. You guys won't know what I'm talking about if I don't say it the other way. The G-Cux. I know, I'm just being silly. I will say it's rather unfortunate that it seems to have been strictly set to about 12 episodes. They did not give Hideaki Anno and John FLCL the time to cook. Because you know what? Mm, See, it's funny because when they decided to publish it, or when they decided to like put it out proper, they had the opening bit where they're like talking about like doing the Gundam battles and the fucking little and Mashu, the little red-haired girl, all fun business, and then they do the flashback to why the world's like this right then, and then it goes back to being completely different again. And then apparently, I think around like episode 7, I still need to catch up, but like they have the moment where it's like this is only gonna be 12 or 13 episodes, so we gotta get that plot moving. Because for the most part, it's just a lot of there's a bit of it's like a lot of fluff and a lot of we gotta win our space battles. We gotta be the best clan. FaZe clan's gotta do it. Well, I will say there's a fucking episode. There's an episode that I absolutely adore of that one. It's like one of the last few that I watched before they wrapped it. Before I waited for more episodes to come out. There's like this woman who was like there from like the original war with like Amuro and all that fun business, and like her whole thing is that she doesn't use a Gundam with like any special shit strapped to it. She just has a grappling hook, and like man, she does some really cool shit in space with that grappling hook. She feel like she's piloting that fucking Gelgoog like nobody's business. Yes, that's what her Gundam's called. Not like it's not even like a katakana thing. Like it's a Gelgoog. They even say that. Uh, okay. Oh yeah. Cultural icon. Just like Aromi. I like the idea that you have like a fucking lantern you don't have to like hold all the time, but it gives you weird spooky lighting. I think so. Okay, believe it or not, that's actually not the Gelgoog that she uses. It was a different Gelgoog. Hold on a second. Yeah, there we go. Gelgoog G-Quux. Yeah, this is the one. I think it was Tsugai or Bokata who used that, actually. I forget. Actually, no, I think this is the one that she used. Hold on. Yep, there we go. That's for what I understand, that is a newer generation of Gelgoog, though. Although, quick shout out to the girl who's using it. Fucking, just look at her. She's a mom. Like, actually, but she was fucking consumed by revenge because her Mav got killed. Mav meaning is like it's a tactical doctrine where two people partner up in an assigned duo for mobile suit battles. Yeah, and she hates the fucking Red Gundam because she hates the Red Gundam because it killed her Mav partner. For those of you who don't know, within the context, so the GMS Alpha is a unique Gundam that Char just kind of happened to find in this specific version of reality, which is it just kind of looks like a more fucked up high end version of like the regular Gundam, and then naturally, being Char Aznable, from what I understand about the guy, he just painted it red. Mm-hmm. And then he shoved a fucking there. He was like, "Oh, there's a new experimental system you guys are working on. Shove it in there." And then they did, and then yeah, the Psychomu system. And then something happened, and he resonated with the Psychomu system, and then vanished from the world forever. But then came back later, and now there's a little twink that's piloting it. For context, the twink's the one on the left in this photograph that I post in this GIF that I've posted. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I love how Pokemon all because I think he's like kind of possessed a little bit by the Gundam. Like unironically, most of the stuff that he says it, so it's funny it is funny you say that because in the last two series that I've watched, both of the Gundams have people inside of him, I'm pretty sure. Because in G Witch, I think Suletta's baby sister is trapped in the Gundam. And then in this one, I believe Char. So it's funny because see, it's really funny you say that because within the context of G Witch, Gundam is just a very specific format of mobile suit. But Gundam technology was never actually meant to be used for war. It was specifically used as medical equipment. And they're like, nah, put that shit in a robot. I want to see it do crazy shit. and do and do crazy shit it did because in almost every fight in that series, Suletta just does a cool new thing that she didn't know the Gundam could do. And I'm gonna tell you, did that make those fights get a little bit boring, a little bit fast? Kinda, yeah, because she won every fight that I watched. Like, don't get me wrong, I was there for the lesbians, but also I appreciate when my cool mechs don't just do random things that they unlock as an ability in the middle of a fight. That's why I fixated so much on Gelgoog Girl with her fucking with her cool ass grappling hook move that lets her spin around and fuck up people. All right, I now have a hammer. I'll admit another part of it is also because she looks like a very lovely mom, but she's also kind of fucked up and crazy. I like it. True. Steffi Perkaunik, their full name. Yeah. Which is funny because I'm pretty sure that I kind of made it a portmanteau of the Polish words for like employee and boss. I think so. No, hold on a second. Uh, Brakownik, employee, staff member. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. So I played a little bit with it because it's not Steph. It's Zeph. So I changed it to Steph instead. So it is a slight alteration of the words boss and employee. Not literally. She's just a middle manager for an accounting firm. I mean, considering all the crazy shit that I've done the last couple sessions, yeah, probably. I'm just throwing Molotovs and bombs at people. Hmm. Yeah. Understandable. Take it easy, Con. It is quite cool. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, see me. Oh, I'm maxed out on arrows actually. I gotta start using my fucking bow. It's actually kind of funny because a bit so okay, it's a bit silly and it's a bit strange for me to say this, but I think like I kind of made Steph to work out some of the issues I had from like being in kind of a shitty corporate job for a little while. And I think it's kind of I specifically fixated on the idea of her being Polish because my manager was also had a Polish last name. No, actually, I think he kind of sucks. Hmm. Like, I don't know how often I've talked about this, but like the whole like literally right before like all the big layoffs were happening at company or that I worked at. Mm, yeah, but like a big part of it was like he was talking like out of nowhere a while into it's like, by the way, you've been hired here for a real long time, and you're kind of supposed to have like you're supposed to have kind of like progressed to like a higher level of being a developer at some point or another. So they kind of did that thing where it's like keep track of the things that you did, so that way we can help get you promoted and all that fun business. And I kept trying to. The thing is that they weren't really giving me much to work with. So then, like when we were talking about like how, oh man, things are gonna be so great, and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try to get more better work. It's gonna be awesome. And then I got laid off. And then when I asked him to be a reference for me, he's like, "Well, I don't really feel comfortable talking as like a representative for Paycheck. Sorry, no, for a company that I worked with for that time." And then after that, he's also like, well, you didn't finish those things, those tasks that I set for you right before you got laid off, and was also couldn't reasonably accomplish in the time given because we were in the middle of like several incredibly time sensitive things, and rather than like even leaning on me once, they're like, hey, let's just get a guy in here who's more technically advanced but like doesn't know anything about our tech stack. So, like, I just spent a shit ton of time in limbo or just doing, like, random menial tasks. So, like, no, yeah, I was definitely going to be able to get a promotion. Yeah, absolutely, 100%. What 150 chances to actually prove myself. Couldn't have done it better. No way. Yep, All me, baby. I'm definitely not a little bit resentful because, that was my first job out of college and now I'm kind of fucked. Because they happened to let me go during probably one of the worst times to not have a job, especially in the tech industry. Oh, great. Fucking Eyeballs McGee over here won't let me leave me alone. I think this is that puzzle room again. Yeah. Actually, is there anything else in here that I can do? Or is this room like designated puzzle location? Yeah, I think this is just designated puzzle location. Alright. I will say the realization that you can very easily run past most of the enemies in this game has definitely removed a very slight amount of tension. Also, I think the big hammer helps a lot too. Hmm. I do like the idea that like they kind of forced it on you where it's like, yeah, so I mean like we can fix your katana, but like yeah, I need another katana to work with, but like if you give me a shitty one right away and you just want it to be fixed with that shitty katana, I mean like I can do it, but I can't refix your sword. It's just kind of like it's just gonna be stuck like that. So make sure you get a good sword to work with. Um, unless you want a shitty bitch ass sword, you probably should. Are you trying to sneak up on me, man? Bitch. Yeah, well, you're definitely dead. You're that mon. Kick. Kick. Oh, hello. All right. Offerings are given. I mean, it is. We're just, we're just kind of fast. Ormon. All right. So this is Guardian. Wait, Guardian of the East. Jiko Jiko Kuten. Yeah, I believe that's how you pronounce it. Well, I ain't got anything to give him right now, but I might come back later. I imagine they're being very picky about when they decide to throw him at him, because, like, these hallways are so thin, I don't think I'd be able to reasonably run past him. And there's a lot of dead ends. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. That door's got hands! I think that was just a thing, like, slashing through the door to get me. True. I mean, not to necessarily poke holes where there need not be, but I will say I feel like there's a lot of bits of this that could maybe be a little bit less clunky or a little bit weird. The user interface is very simplistic, and like not just because it's like I get it because you're doing like the Silent Hill thing, but like there's very little feedback as you're kind of going between these things. Everything doesn't really feel like it has that much heft associated with it, and also I don't really think it helps that if you when you that this is that when they're showing off inputs, they just have the generic default button prompts. Like it's cool. It's a very cool game, very nifty. But they also the creator certainly cut a few corners where I don't necessarily say that you kind of. I'm not necessarily gonna say that you didn't have to cut those corners because like, I get it because the game dev is a hard thing and for the most part this game is relatively polished otherwise. But it's like sometimes a little bit of presentation does go a long way sometimes, is what I'm trying to say. You gotta gussy it up a little bit. That's kind of a thing that I was fixating on when I was still working on that game, which I do want to get back to. The game will still happen at some point in the future, I hope. Is that I'm trying to I want to make sure that the presentation feels and looks good. Because I feel like if it doesn't really match my own standards, the average person's gonna kind of think it like plays like ass or whatever. Even though a lot of the core gameplay is literally just look around a room and click on things, and then occasionally use ghost vision to see a thing that you missed because you're not a detective, but the ghost following you is. But no, this place is also kind of a bitch to navigate in general. Honestly, if we can get to a little save point, I might dip out a smidge early because I think I think I'm good for right now. This feels like a game that's good to play in short bursts for me personally. Well, I will say the lack of permanence or actual like meaningful loss behind death, I do sort of feel takes me out of it a little bit. Like I'm playing a hardcore mode. I'm playing a hardcore mode run in Resident Evil 2 right now. And let me tell you something. That is a stressful situation because you can just lose some progress if you're not fucking careful. Hold on a second. Okay, I've been through here. Did I go to the door that I ran past at all, or is that locked? Let me check. I feel like I'm using a super sludge right now and from fucking Fallout. No, that's jammed. Okay. I'm just trying to find rooms I haven't gone to yet, because I'm still missing two of those little medallions to open up that one door. Well, I know one of them I dropped. I just don't know where the fuck it landed is the problem. Oh. Shirikodama. I could probably upgrade this hammer, actually, which I think I might for a little bit. I mentioned this before. I'd like to do like a fucking April Fool's Day stream where I don't actually where it's like I say I'm gonna play something, but then like I just kind of let my mind. No, let me rephrase that. I let my mind goblins kind of run free, where it's like the average experience of me at trying to pick out a game to play without like any actual schedule or like reasoning behind it. And then you just kind of see me like start scrolling on Twitter because I just pretend like there's no camera there for 2.5 hours and that's just the stream. Okay, wait, is this new? This seems new. Oh, this is definitely new. Hey, buddy. You ever heard of the comedian Gallagher? He's not alive yet, but you know. I would have thought the hammer would have been slower, but like this is pretty fast actually. Oh, Mosa Biwa, kind of a musical instrument, perchance. Man, no, it's I th mm-hmm. God. Speaking of things vaguely related to Mario, um, I might honestly, I know where I'm pushing. This might push out 100 line again, but I do gotta. I got that funny little console coming in tomorrow, courtesy of my very lovely kind parents and the $300 I made by selling a Bionicle on eBay. You can't just call them. There's just a bunch of like red exclamation or a bunch of red question marks next to it. Mario the man versus Mario the idea. That reminds me. Mhm. That reminds me of it's like I had for my final paper for like my behavioral psychology class in college. They told me that there was like use a piece of media that you're fond of and use that as the context to establish and like examine the character's behavior and see how that is emblematic of these of like specific elements of behavioral psychology. And I did that for Spirited Away, and I think there was probably a lot of leaps in logic there, but by God, did I do some good old fashioned psychologizing? I also used Dio Brando as an example of abnormal psychology once, which is a fairly fair assumption, I would say. Yeah. I do feel rather bad for the teacher though, because that was like one of those like little handwriting assignments he had to finish before the class was up. I'm like, let me tell you something. My hands were moving, not in a particularly good way, mind you. My handwriting sucks ass. It's one of the main reasons why I wanted to try and like actually kind of fix up. Look, I don't know how to describe this. I need to train my hands. I was gonna say fix up my hands, but I don't really think I can do that unless I start getting cybernetics. I ain't got that cyberpunk shit in me yet. Also, I don't think that exists yet. Because I have a very shaky hand. I ain't got the flick of the wrist in me. Also combine that with the whole, damn, I'm not immediately good at this thing. Oh, fuck. Well, a good effort, I guess. You're never gonna touch that again. For the record, I recognize that as a very silly line of thinking, and I think there's definitely elements where I've improved a bit and like attempts at art, but I think it's just that there's just certain elements to draw on a person that's kind of hard to pull off, especially when I'm trying to jump like straight to an anime style. Mm, it's what I grew up with. I don't want to draw apples forever. Oh, ha! I don't think I can get in there right now, Dick Nips. I think you're trapped in there while I'm going around. Hey, man. I'm actually, I mean, okay, like, I guess you don't have, like, one of those, like, cloth bras on, so I guess you're technically a guy. Because a couple of these things do have, like, little cloth bras on. I don't know. Honestly, at this point, I'm just talking out of my ass. I feel like that rant about my job just kind of like took a little something out of me. A part of my soul excavated my body. No, let me rephrase that. I excavated a part of my soul out of my body. There we go. I still have one thing of salt. Where the fuck do I use that, actually? Because I want to make that, I want to make that Dow. Oh. I think they're trying to fight each other, but there's that little pillar in the way. You want me to help you? You want me to help you get your man? There you go. Oh, shit. Yeah, I guess you can find me. I still don't know what the fuck that effect does. Is that a little bug? Oh my god. Yeah, no, this is the part where I beg and plead with the developers to make it slightly easier to navigate this place. I'm not saying it's necessary, but maybe just a version of this where it just gives you a little bit of a better idea of where to go. I'd appreciate it. I have the attention span of a grapefruit at the moment, which is to say non-existent because that's not a living creature. It's inanimate and citrusy to my knowledge. I've never had grapefruit, but I do. I know. I think I have once. And I remember trying it. It was very bitter. Okay, you know what? Mm-hmm. No, I think that's a way to the second floor. I believe a way back to the entrance hall is yeah, there we go. All right. Yep. Mm-hmm. All right. I think I'm gonna throw in the towel for right now. Did I fucking still? I mean, I know I dropped one of them somewhere. Don't know where the hell it fell though. Is the better problem? Is the bigger problem? Still gotta find the fourth one. But yeah, I think I'll probably continue playing this on my own now that I've kind of got my foot in the door. That's what a lot of these. Yeah, no, it's a neat little game. I think it's around like $15, which is I think a yeah, no, very fair price for a little indie game, little indie darling, I'd say. Oh, oh yeah, this is Unreal Engine. That's wild. I will definitely say if I was to have any point of True. I can't believe they got this game that looks like it was made 20 years ago to not run like ass. I'm actually kind of curious what version of Unreal they did do. They did use on this one. I mean, considering that this apparently requires, what is it, DirectX 10, I don't think it's Unreal Engine 5. Hmm. Yeah. 4.14 or less supports DirectX 10. Hmm. You know, honestly, yeah, fair. God, I really need somebody at Epic to be like, hey, maybe we should start like enforcing stricter like things to help companies like, you know, have their games not run like complete shit anymore. You know, just a thought. I mean, but you know, fair enough. You know, fair is fair. Fucking Doom Eternal or not Doom the Dark Ages runs pretty good, despite the fact that it's Unreal and it's got fucking built-in ray tracing shit. But yeah. But alrighty then. Mm-hmm. But yeah, no, I'm gonna cap it off a bit early because I don't know, I'm all over the place. Yeah, no, I think we're good to go. Friday probably gonna be. It's either gonna be more 100 line or I might take a little break because that is the start of the game festival thing, and I have a feeling sitting and watching 2 hours of game trailers might drain the life out of me. So who knows? But until then, thank you all very much, and we will see you later. Have fun. I hope.